Okay, and we're here with Mark at Greenmore Gardens. And just to give a little look around, this is the entrance. There's parking, should that be something that would be found useful. And we'll have a look at this building here in just a sec. This house over here is currently being used as an office. Now, how many rooms are in the house, Mark?
Well, it's the downstairs is the farm office. Little computer and desk in there for running all the farm activities.
Okay.
When you're dealing with the CSA subscribers and
just have a look at how far it is from the road.
Yeah, there's about 20 acres out front here. That would be the kind of tillable area for the organic farm.
All right, well, let's head up to the processing area and kitchen then. Okay, and here's a better look at the one side of the building from before that we're going to look at. Now, so we'll wait here for the light to adjust. And
so it's the pack house. So vegetables come in, they get washed over there on the left, and then dried and then separated, and then packed into boxes, and then some of the stuff we put on display here for our little farmers market at the farm here for the people that come out and pick up directly from the farm. That's our small kind of walk-in for customers that want to just pick up at the farm when we're not here. We just put their name on the box. And then the big cool storage, 2 different temperature rooms. The first room is kind of your, mid 50s, and then the other room is high 30s for your colder crops.
okay, now this is the floor above the processing area and cold storage. And looks like one of the first things I see here is a commercial proofer, and a good sized one too.
We use that as a warming oven when we do events here on the farm.
Okay. What's this one?
That's a freezer.
And that is a freezer. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Put the lights on. There we go.
Dishwasher, commercial necessity, 3 basin sink. Another refrigerator, freezer here.
Just a residential unit.
Mid-size commercial mixer. What's that, food processor?
Yeah. Slicer,
Okay.
dicer.
Pizza oven?
Chopper.
Square thing?
Oh, that's a dehydrator.
Dehydrator, okay.
Yeah.
Couple of work tables.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Big,
Small microwave, some
Vulcan range.
pans. We got the place up here to hang stuff, so minimize bending as one would in a commercial kitchen. So the commercial kitchen is something that's not necessarily, I mean, it's a perk of the farm, not necessarily something somebody would use, but I mean, there are applications.
Yeah, all the leftover produce that doesn't go out the door can come up here. Any gleaning vegetables can come up here, and you can process it into whatever.
And there's even a dining area.
Our little farm cafe.
Sure.
Workers can eat lunch up here. Or we can do
Right. Small events.
Gatherings, yeah.
And as I had mentioned, I'm just throwing this out there, although, it doesn't seem the most likely. somebody could potentially do a very exclusive farm-to-table supper club. It would have to be a club, though. Probably the licensing for a restaurant might be prohibitive, but and then we have some more equipment and storage back here, and then that'll take us back around to back where the proofer was again. Okay, and here we just have just getting another little shot there, kind of through the trees at the distance to the nearest road. And that there on the flat is the 20 acres, the 20 tillable acres, right? Here's we're at the other side of the house that's used as an office, and there's a greenhouse over here, and a barn, and a shed with some more storage. Now, 20 tillable acres, correct, Mark?
Yeah, approximately.
Okay, and what is the total acreage?
We have about 126 acres total on this side of the highway, and primarily in this township, Patton Township.
Okay. Okay, and now we've come up past there's the end of the barn. And there's just some things here that probably might not be of much, may or may not be. This is another tool shed, right? And you just have tools, like a little workshop here.
Yeah, workshop building.
Yeah,
and storage building.
And but just to give people an idea of the lay of the land, so we have some sort of general idea where we are. And if you look up here, well, it's not real easy to see. But there is a greenhouse, and we're going to go up and explore that next. Okay, coming up here on the main greenhouse. The other one's sort of a secondary. But, you know, either one can be utilized, or both. Just getting a little better look at that. Okay, now this is just sort of incidental, but it's here, so you never know what may or may not be a selling point. Tell us a little about what you got here, Mark.
Well, we had two grad students that put together this 20-foot, basically it's a shipping container converted into an aquaculture unit. So we had tilapia in there. We did one experiment for one season, grew tilapia with the plants. And so the plants, then the root system of the plant cleans the water that is circulated from the fish tank out to the plants, and then of course the clean water after it's circulated comes back into the fish tank clean, and so it's a nice symbiotic system.
Sustainable.
Between the fish, yeah, the fish poo basically fertilizes the plant growth. So you're growing lettuces and stuff in there.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really
that's just amazing. So just another sort of amenity. May not be something that anyone who would be interested in this farm would actually utilize, but one never knows.
It's an experimental scale. You know, we thought of scaling it up at some point to a much bigger.
All right, and then we have a couple other greenhouses out here.
Can I get a shot inside? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. There's the whole operation. As I imagine, lots of tubs and tubing.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's these other greenhouses from before, and a combine as well. You got anything you want to add about those?
Well, the high tunnels in the background are the most important part of this.
We'll get to those.
As far as the combine, it was a restoration project. It's an old antique John Deere combine we were going to use for small grain harvesting.
Okay, and what's a high tunnel?
Well, it's basically, so a greenhouse has electric and water and usually double layer plastic, whereas a high tunnel is very simple. It's just a structure to extend the season on the front end and the back end of the season. So it's just one layer of plastic over a metal frame.
Okay. Okay, here's just a slightly closer view of the high tunnels. And we'll just kind of pan across here and get an even better look at the tillable area all the way out there to the road, and see in the distance some of central Pennsylvania's famous ridges. So there's quite a nice little view out here, Mark. And then there's the silo for the barn. So we are now on the other side of the barn.
The favorite old tractor of small-scale farmers. It's an old 1948 Alice Chalmers with the engine in the rear, so that you can see the cultivation easily when you're sitting there looking down between your legs as you chug along your crops.
Tell us a little bit about this tractor, Mark.
Yeah, that's a relatively new Kubota, roughly 100 horsepower. So we have a lot of big attachments. Right now there's a 15-foot batwing mower on the back for mowing the large areas that we leave fallow, or if we're not working it. Otherwise, we have a lot of other attachments to use that on, whether it's a big rototiller or a plow or whatever. That's our biggest tractor. We have one half that size as well that you'll see in a bit. And there's a little white delivery van back there where we deliver vegetables.
Okay, and the van and the tractor and the Alice Chalmers are all available for farm use, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll have a look at some other equipment in just a sec. All right, now what about this tractor and this very interesting device next to it, Mark?
Well, that's our smaller 50-horse Kubota tractor. That's very useful for the medium-duty stuff around the farm. And then the tubular thing there is a chain-driven root veggie washer. So you can control the tilt, and there's a spray bar in there, and you run your root vegetables through there like potatoes, and it'll wash them. It tumbles them and scrubs them with that green fibrous carpeting in there.
You say this is of your own design, too.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. And so, you being on crutches, I'm not going to make you show me the rest of your equipment, but just while we're on camera, or on audio anyway, tell me about some of the other equipment that's available for farm use.
For example, we've got a rainflow transplanter that we just bought, 2 years ago, and we've only demoed it, just experimented with it one time, so it's virtually brand new. It's a 2-seat model, and you can do a lot of transplanting in a day with that thing. And then there's a lot of other various smaller pieces of equipment. You name it. I think it's easier if I just provide a list.
Okay, and we will provide that list in print. Okay, and now we're just a little bit down the road from the farm, and there actually is the road we came up. If you look off in the distance, you can see those ridges, and kind of just below them is the main road. Just down there. The farm's kind of over there, sort of behind the cottage. This is the cottage, potential dwelling place for farmer and family, and we'll take a little tour of that. What do you want to tell us about this, Mark?
It's just a little stone cottage from roughly the 1870s, 2 bedrooms upstairs. It's just a pretty adorable little house.
Okay. Shall we take an inside tour?
Yeah.
All right. Does this shed go with the?
Yep.
Okay.
Little fire ring up there. Oh, even some firewood.
Okay, coming in the front door here, we immediately come into, for a cottage, a very spacious kitchen. There's stairs to the second floor, and we have bathroom conveniently located there off the, let's get the view from the other side. There's the stairs. Okay, and some more stone here. There's a little laundry nook, and a back door to outside. Even has a place to air dry your clothes, save a little energy in the good weather. And we'll have a look at the living room and the upstairs in just a bit. Okay, and just come back out of the laundry room, And there's some storage space here underneath the stairs. And we come into the fairly spacious, again, for a cottage, very spacious dining room. There's a fireplace there, nice fireplace, some shelving. It's very pleasant here, a side door. And a slightly sunken living room. But all of this stuff, real spacious for a cottage, and not too much lawn to be mowed either, which may or may not be a selling point. And now we're back here by the front entrance, and back at the stairs, and we're going to see where the stairs lead. It's kind of cool semicircular stairway. Hopefully I won't fall over here. Okay. Is this real hardwood or laminate?
No, it's hardwood.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Real hardwood flooring up here, and we'll have a look at the more well-lit bedroom. Kind of a small closet, admittedly. Couple of full-size beds. And then over here, we have another little room. Another couple full-size beds, and there's the closets are small, but there's a couple of them. Some are located behind doors. Let's go back to the first room and see if that has a... Yes, and then there's another one behind the door. Okay, and we're here in the backyard of the cottage, and there's the clothesline. There's the back of the cottage. And as you see, there's this lovely little brook in the back, and some wooded area, at least for view. Is that off property, Mark?
No, that's part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of wooded property here, probably 200 acres of woods.
Let's see if we can get the babbling on the... Okay. All right, Mark. So, tell us a little bit. Now we've seen this is going to be pretty much the end of our video tour, and give us an idea of what, in general, you're looking for in terms of a farmer, and also a little of your overarching vision for the area.
Well, first the big picture is we've assembled 650 acres of land, all surrounding this organic farm. The organic farm started back in 2008 on about a half an acre. The organic farm is the primary amenity that will be part of the larger master plan of a sustainable community, and so it's very important that we find the right farming family or farmer or farmers, if it's a group, that would want to come here and partner with this whole land sustainable community venture, if you will. So my ideal situation would be somebody that would want to form a partnership with us that would lead them to a very entrepreneurial operation of running the organic farm.
Okay. And did you want to talk a little about the sustainable community? What your vision is for that?
Well, right now we've acquired the land. We're in the entitlement process with the 2 townships that we are within, and we are doing a lot of our design work and feasibility work for a water recycling facility, and the layout of the community as far as where different housing styles and neighborhoods would go. But for the most part, roughly 50% of the entire chunk of land would remain in permanent open space or in conservation and used in various ways, one being the organic farm operation. So really it's an agrarian community with this green corridor weaving throughout the whole master plan, and a large part of that green space will be dedicated to organic farming.
Okay, and with the hope that the farm be something of a centerpiece or a jewel piece to that.
Yep.
Okay, and then just on the economic side, wanted to say something about you had mentioned that because of the by developing that, the surrounding property values hopefully would increase, so that there may be, I just want to get to the, as far as the use of the farm, I hesitate to use the word rent or anything, but it's certainly negotiable, and even maybe at the point of not being necessary for at first.
Okay,
we can cut this off.
Let me respond. So the model that I envision would be, I would
put that in your own words.
I would contribute the farm in terms of the acreage, the buildings, greenhouses, all the equipment necessary, and even some of the supplies that I still have remaining, whether it be drip tubing or tools or whatnot. I would provide all that so we have basically a turnkey operation that I can turn over to a farmer or farmers that would run it, and I wouldn't expect even to share in the profits in the first year or two, because I understand they would need to get up to speed, and at some point we would have more of a traditional partnership arrangement where we would share in the income from the farm. But for the most part, the farm is sustained by the residential components that surround it, or that will surround it, and you can, instead of CSA, which is community supported agriculture, you could almost call it DSA, or development supported agriculture. People need a place to live. We see this as a new model going forward for a way to design communities where
A public-private partnership.
50% of the land remains in open space and utilized for the immediate benefit of the community that surrounds it.
And everyone's happy. Money's being made, and environment is being sustained.
Sustainable, right.
Okay, well, I think that about wraps up our video tour. Thanks a lot for watching.